So guys, welcome to the, Jeff is calling it the Masters Press Conference. So welcome to the Masters Press Conference sponsored by Max Speed, Fit to Run, and Collins Wellness. So I have Emma and Sonia with me. And Emma McGowan, you are a Masters athlete in age 55,
Yes,
women
sir.
55. And can you tell me a little bit about your background? How did you get involved with Masters athletics?
Oh, we start very young because my sister and I, we were very active. And so down the street, it was a track team. And my mom asked if I can, I was 10 years old,
Right,
if I
right.
can try out and see if I like the team.
Right.
And then you say, well, go ahead, ma'am, you can go take your time. And then I went.
Did you grow up in the U.S. or?
No, I grew up in France. I'm from
Okay,
France.
in France. Okay,
Yes.
wonderful, wonderful.
So after an hour, they say, we keep her. And then that starts from here.
Yes.
Yes.
So you were a child prodigy.
I guess so. I guess so.
Okay.
But when you're very active and go all over, it's good for the kids to pick a sport.
It is.
I did multiple sports, but it's the one I stick with.
It's the one you love.
Yes.
Okay. And tell me a little bit about what you've done as a Masters athlete.
I started with national championships. That was my first year coming as master at 45 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And it was indoor, and then I finished first national champion at 60 meters, and then second at the 200. So, and from there it goes, moves forward all the way to World Championship at 7 World Championship and 11 individual gold medal. And
So you pretty much traveled the world
yes, sir.
to compete.
Yes.
Oh,
This is the closest one.
Yes.
Usually it's overseas.
That is fantastic.
Yes.
That is fantastic.
Yes.
And your children, do they also?
My son
Compete in
did the
track
track
and
and field when we was in the middle school till
Okay.
college, first years in college.
Okay.
Yes.
And how do you feel about having in Gainesville the Masters World Championships and also the Masters USATF Championships?
Oh, that's
How do you
fantastic
feel?
because it's home.
It is home.
It's home for everybody, and
home.
then you can test the track. Who never did the national in Gainesville or competition, they have some meets sometimes. You can test the track and then like a time trial for them because we don't have that many indoor
no.
champions.
Is this going to be your first time competing here?
No, I went last
Okay.
February 2024.
Okay.
Yes,
And how do you find the facilities?
it's nice. It's nice. I like it.
Yes.
It's different. I mean, every track are different all over the country. So, but it's a good track. It's a good track.
Sonia, tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me a little bit about your background. What brought you to track and field? Why track and field?
Track and field started with my brother. I have an older brother. He's a year and a half older. And we used to race up and down the street as kids or whatever with other
Sonia.
kids. Yeah, exactly. And that's how it started.
Generation.
And then when he got to high school, he started running for our track team. And then, of course, I wanted to keep up always with my big brother. And so he taught me how to hurdle. And of course,
Ah.
boys' hurdles are always higher than
Always
girls.
higher, yes.
And so he taught me how to hurdle boys' height. And as a consequence of training with older kids and my big brother, I got a scholarship to Michigan State and I ran hurdles and the sprints for them. And then after that, got married, had kids, career started. And then when the kids were grown and my kids within themselves are great athletes. They both played baseball, fastest kids on the diamond, of course.
All the time, yes.
And after they were grown, it was like, okay, what am I going to do with my time? What am I going to do with my life? I'm used to going to baseball games and being involved in sports. And so heard about the Masters, went out to a local track and saw some kids running, met the coach, and said, okay, well, I think I want to do this. And then I had to look into it, and I did, and I liked it. And then I found out who the great competitors were. This one right here, racking up championships left and right.
Yes.
And I thought, honestly, it would be easier than it was because in my mind, I'm still 20 or 30 something, but my body was like, oh, no, you're not. So began to train and had to build my body from the ankles up first, and had to listen to my body and tell me, when to stop and so forth. Because in my mind, once again, you just think you're invincible like you were
I
in your
guess
20s.
training for master sports is a lot different than training when you were younger.
It is.
It's a lot different.
You have the mental fortitude
Yeah.
now, but the body
The
doesn't.
body doesn't.
So
Yeah.
yeah, you have to take longer breaks sometimes, and it takes you longer to get in shape. And you just train differently. Last year's training is different from this year's training, and so forth.
And I
but-
guess going to the gym, you can't just go every day.
No, I was fortunate enough to start building a gym on my property, and so that's helpful. But my kids still tell me, Mom, it's time to come out and stop, and you need to rest and recover. So that's how I got involved. That's how I got involved.
So that brings up an interesting question. What does a typical day look like for you, training wise?
Training wise,
What does you get up in the morning? Take me through a day. You get up in the morning. What do you do until you go to bed? Take me through a typical training day.
a training day or a normal day for me is I get up and foam roll. I learned, my son taught me how to foam roll again. And I foam roll out, get my shower, get off to work. After work, I come home and change my clothes. And if it's not a track day, then I'm in my gym, definitely. And upper body, lower body some, but a lot of stretching now. And a lot to do with my ankles and my feet. I realized that my feet and my ankles aren't as strong as they once were. And so building that area to take the pounding of putting force into the ground, it's really been key for me this year, and how I got hurt and had to sit out for like 3 weeks. But the average training day, it consists of, work, then the gym or the track or whatever. So I may have 2 days on the track, but most of the time it's the gym. And then after whichever gym or track, it's recovery. I'll get in my boots or the sauna, jacuzzi, whatever it takes to get my body ready to walk again the next morning.
What's your diet like?
I cleaned up my diet. I don't do as much fried foods as I used to. I do a lot more fruit, a lot of vegetables, and I'm a meat eater. I'm a huge meat eater.
You're a carnivore.
Oh, I'm a huge carnivore. Steak,
Oh, really?
chicken, fish here and there. But you give me a steak, I could eat a steak every day. Morning, noon, or night. I don't care. So I'm a huge carnivore.
So in terms of, questions for both of you. In terms of training and nutrition, what's your mix? Which one do you find more important, or are they equally important?
The nutrition.
Yeah,
Nutrition.
nutrition. Yeah.
Nutrition do everything, because mentally, physically, the nutrition is there. Because you can
eat
train.
wrong,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. That's your fueling.
That's your fuel.
I agree. If I overindulge in sugar, because M&Ms are my vice, the peanut M&Ms.
Ice cream here.
Chocolate ice cream for me too. And so if I indulge too much, yeah, I feel it. I really feel it. Yeah. So I agree with you, Emma.
Yeah.
The fueling is key.
Take me through your training day.
So same here, wake up, go to work. And I'm a school bus driver. So waking up really early. Like
very early.
4 o'clock in the morning. So, but I have break between 9 and 12. So that's where I go even day and night.
Good. That's good.
I go in the morning because at night I have no energy. I'm drained.
What time do you start in the morning?
5.
Oh Lord.
5 o'clock.
Ooh.
So since I'm already up, I might as well to go to the track. And so I try to go 3 times if I can, depending on the weather, because we don't have any indoor, no matter the season. Because Georgia is hot,
Georgia.
and in winter can be cold.
Right.
So I do that in the morning. I try to go to the gym at least once a week for sure. I'm not a gym person. Sorry, I'm not a gym person.
So your program involves more running than gym.
Yes, because I'm a
Sonia,
quarter
you do
miler.
more gym than you do running.
I run the 400, so I have to go on the track. I have the long, mid, and fast. So for those 3 days, yes. So that's for Sonia, it's going to be more like technical because she's a hurdle too.
Right.
So
Do you prioritize gym over track work, or?
No,
What's your mix?
for me, I stay on, I have a court where I've set up a multitude of hurdles, and so I'm constantly drilling hurdles. And between the gym and the hurdles, that's where I am most of the time. But yeah, I prioritize speed maybe twice a week as well. But for me, the hurdling technique, I had to get that back under my belt
Yeah,
and be comfortable with the movement again, but be strong in the movement. So
And you have to stretch all the time.
all the time, yeah. If I don't stretch, the body doesn't move.
No.
It just doesn't move.
Oh my.
Especially at our age. I mean, if we don't stretch, we
Right.
feel it the next day. You
Right.
put your foot down and, from the bed.
That's right. You
Okay.
know what you've done the day before, and if you did it right, by how you wake up in the morning and how long it takes you to get going. And I mean, right now, sitting out here in bright, sunny Gainesville, as cold as it is, we're going to feel it, and so it's going to take a little bit more time to warm up, but
You are gonna feel it. You are gonna feel
we'll
it.
get there. We'll get there.
So a lot of people have been talking about the new surgence of track and field. Michael Johnson has brought out this new series,
Grand Slam. Yeah.
Grand Slam.
Mhm.
Ethos, I guess, in New York
Yes.
recently. So track and field is going through a resurgence.
We hope so.
Or a lot of change. What do you guys think is going to happen with Masters track?
Well, hopefully open a little bit more doors for the master track athletes, because it's not really.
Do you guys foresee Masters track and a Masters track athlete getting any sort of sponsorship and a sort of?
It's tough. It's hard.
It's tough.
I
Yeah.
think
But do
it'll
you
happen.
foresee
It
that
could happen.
happening?
I
in
do.
our sport?
I really do. I think with the type of legacy that Emma has built, and she's traveled all over the world,
Yes.
I know it's possible. It's just getting before the right people. But I think it's coming, especially with Masters championships being held in Gainesville and Worlds being held here. I think a lot more stores like Fit to Run and the other stores that are in this plaza are noticing Masters athletes. And the more times that we can get before cameras and whatnot in a podcast like this, you bring more attention to the sport.
Does, it does.
And folks will, wait a minute, they're running that fast?
Yeah.
They're jumping that far?
Yeah.
It's very good, because now they're doing also, when Elite Athlete Championships, they're inviting exhibition,
Right.
like the 200, the 400.
They do that
800.
at USA National.
Yes, they did. They did in Oregon. I did multiple times doing those. Those are nice, because they're even cheering for us, because they
Right.
say, oh yeah, like Sonia say, they still can run at that age.
I think what we need to do, though, is get those races, those clips of your races and other great races before the major companies, before Nike, because let's face it,
Yes.
the folks in our age group are the folks with the money, and we're the ones that are spending the money, and we like to see us, performing great feats. So I think it's incumbent upon all of these companies and, shoe companies, car companies, anybody, that's selling big products, to take a look at the Masters events in every sport and say, hey, wait a minute, these people are moving pretty fast. We need to sponsor them.
Have you guys ever been approached by a sports agent or?
No, I had a store, like kind of a fit to run. It was in Illinois, and then they give me clothing. So with their name on it, short, from head to toe. So that was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
We take it, anything they will give
Of
us.
Yes,
course.
we will.
So, man,
Yes,
that's
we
an
will,
expensive
definitely.
hobby.
Of course.
Our hobby is expensive. Everything is out of our pocket.
Right.
So,
Right.
And so you guys fund your own training. There's
Yes.
no one else, no big company behind what you're doing.
Not yet, but
Not
it's
yet.
coming. It's coming. Emma and I are going to set a new tone this year.
I'm all for that.
We're going to do something.
I'm all for that. I think master sports have taken a back seat for many years.
Right.
yes.
And I think it's time that we move into another category.
We certainly have the athletes. It's just
do.
a matter of exposure.
He had one fun question. He said, what's your pro dream team on a 4x1 lineup?
And we running with them, or the
No, it's whatever you want. It's whatever you want.
women
Women,
4x1.
4x1? I
gotta
would
go
go
Sha'Carri.
Sha'Carri.
You have to go with Julian.
Just, and
If it can
just
be world,
it can be world.
oh, Julian, Sha'Carri.
Jasia. What's her name? The new girl that runs just very fast this one.
From where?
US.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. She just won Milrose. Messiah's hurdles. But she's really quick, but no. Gosh, she's at Tennessee. I know who you're talking about.
Gosh, whip ahead.
No, it's all right. We'll put that in somewhere else.
I'm surprised you had no
Inga.
Dominicans on the team.
Inga,
Oh yeah.
what is the girl running fast right now?
From
As fast as-
Tennessee.
from Tennessee. Just
Tennessee.
you have what's her name?
She just won Milrose in the 60. She was injured last year. She's back now. Ross is her
Mike.
coach. Oh gosh, that's gonna. I can see it. I can see her so
Just
well.
see you or something like this. Oh my God.
Not Jasmine. No. She just won the 60 at
Yeah.
Milrose. Gosh, that's gonna eat us up. And watch, as soon as we go off camera,
You'll
we'll find
remember.
it. Yeah.
You'll remember.
But yeah, Julian, Sha'Carri, 4x1.
4x1.
Yeah, you got to go with I think Sharika. I think you got to go with Sharika Jackson.
For sure.
I would go with for a start. Nobody gets out faster than the Pocket Rocket. Nobody does.
Nobody.
Even at what 37 or 38, she's still queen of the
37
start.
years
So
old.
I would have her lead off. The rest you can mix it up however.
And for me, I think definitely Sha'Carri at the end,
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah.
I
Her
mean,
top
she's
speed.
got so much top end speed that
Yeah. Then I would put Sharika on second leg and let her run the
Woo!
back straight.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then they could race maybe a college men's team.
Yes.
Maybe they could race a college men's team.
That team would have a lot of trouble.
They would.
Yeah, they'll have a
Yeah.
lot of
If the handoffs are smooth,
A lot of trouble. a lot
that
of
would be
trouble,
good.
a lot
That
of
would be
trouble.
really good.
Well, guys, I guess we can wrap up here.
So,
Thank
And
you.
Thank you guys
Thank
very much for
you.
attending the first of our first, the very
Yes,
first.
it's the first.
Yeah, thank you guys
Yes.
for attending.
We were the first.
Yeah.
yes, we are.
Yeah,
we
we-
thank Max Speed as well. We really appreciate them hosting
Max
this meet.
Speed. Ooh.
And Wartown Productions for coming out and getting everything together as well. So we're very grateful.
Thank you for having us.
Yes,
Thank you guys for coming.
thank you. All right.